My name is Jerome Altman. I am the director of the Exodus Drum and Bugle Corps. One of the greatest things that I found was that music is always an encouragement and uplifting, and it gives the kids a chance to do great things in the community.
We're here at Exodus Black. You hear Martin Luther King in the background. It's Black History, you all. This is a very important month for the majority of us. Not just black people, but all people. And you can come out and join us right here every Wednesday at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 816 North Laramie, Exodus Institute. The phone number is 773-413-7447. Once again, 773-413-7447. And you can make that contact with anybody here that answers the phone, and they'll get it over to Sandra, where she'll put you down to come in and do the show. But back in Black History, we started out with Martin Luther King in the background, because he was very instrumental in moving and doing some things for us. But today we're going to get some things done. We're going to have some spoken word off up in here today. To my right here, I happen to have this young lady, this guest over here. This is Miss Holly Smith. But she goes by the name of the Chosen One. And I don't know why she's hiding her face and different things, but she's going to come. You introduce yourself, tell about everything that you do, even that jewelry that you make or you sell or you steal or whatever it is that you do with that, you know, but let us know what you do.
My name is Holly. 20 years ago I was making jewelry. I learned from an Indian lady. I was at 63rd and Shrewsbury, that's why I stayed. It was an organization. I learned how to make jewelry from an Indian woman. Then from there, I just started making stuff, and I came up with an arts and crafts. I taped some of this stuff for YouTube, so. Some of it is under Helen Jones. I use Helen Jones as arts and crafts, and I played like mind games on people to deliver you. Because they was in my business. I didn't want everybody in my business, just certain people. Like family and people who care.
And you know, the government will pay you to mind your own business. You know, they do have programs that
I still do make jewelry. I made some jewelry like a year ago when I was in Evanston. I was homeless and I was still making a few bracelets because people wanted me to make some stuff, so I still was making things. I don't have any jewelry right now, but I do have some stuff on the internet. All this stuff I made is under like Helen Jones, Holly the Chosen One Smith. I pull up some of that on YouTube. It's got some of my jewelry that I made there.
Can you pull it up? Holly? Was it Jones? Was it Holly Jones or Helen?
Helen Jones.
Helen Jones.
Helen Jones. I was using it as an arts and crafts name, and I played some mind games on some people. I did that because this is my business. It's been too long.
Now, you know, we are still up under the protocol of COVID and everything, and you happen to have a mask. I've seen people with shields and different things before, but the mask, not that mask, take that, you can take the black mask down. That mask, the one that you just placed on the table, that's the mask that I want to discuss, because I haven't seen anybody with a mask like this. Can you give us, how did that mask come about? And was that something you created?
Yes, it is something I created. I was kind of making a little paper stuff, like in between the jewelry I was making, but it was the people when I stayed at the Toledo Hotel. That's like 63rd and Kimbar. I was making a little paper stuff, And I think it was somebody that worked, I think at hair wash the college, some lady. She used to call me a wine woman or something when I was 18. I was making a little stuff, but I didn't. I used some of that for my arts and craft delivery. And this all this is, I just use it for my arts and craft. I didn't buy no mask this time. Last time I bought a mask, and I put some little stuff on the side around to make it a little more extravagant than it was. So I was using a little of the paper stuff to add on with my jewelry that I made. So it was just just an arts and craft thing I came up with.
So you're gonna give us, is this spoken word that you do? I've heard you mention some of the places that you live, and some of the communities and different things. Is this all your writing?
Yes, it is all my writing.
Is it really something?
Yeah, when I was 5 years old, I took a poetry class. I was telling my friend Ariel about this. Well, I told him about my lifestyle, but when I was in grammar school at 5, I was taking a poetry class. You know, I went through some trials. I still was taking poetry. I learned about like Maya Angelou and a lot of these old poets. Somebody was saying that they think that it's like a resemble of Sister Soldier. I don't know. I don't really know who Sister Soldier is. I think she might be a poet. I don't know. But I never heard of poetry delivered. I just heard like Maya Angelou, and some of the other old people that do poetry from old school days. I don't know anything about Sister Soldier.
Well, Sister Soldier, I think she came up in the late 80s or the early 90s, and she was one of the rappers that was very big at the time, and she had been a little bit militant with some of her words and different things. But are you going to give us a demonstration of what you do? Matter of fact, Chosen, you got a video of it, or okay. So when you can get up, go right in front of there, and that camera right there in the center here, you're going to get right in front of that camera there and give what you got. Ladies and gentlemen, Sister Holly Smith, the Chosen One.
This poem is called Gangstar. Throwing up the signs, seeking out the gangs, running the streets. Fist of fury fighting to beat a better gang affiliation. To proving you can make a big bust in the neighborhoods. Neighborhoods broke someone's jaw, letting them know why. It is a bang gang affiliation bust. Cause it's a dislike, a discrimination of hate. Shootings, killings, cut to the jaw. Learn no love in life. For some people to help the gangs better their clout. Gangstar. I showed you no love, just pain. This is our land, gangstar, gang banging, for the fullest, to the highest of our rank. To beating someone at their own. Punchline, this is gangstar. How no love goes sometimes. Help running the gangs, driving around with a pistol. Using it responsibly, running the streets with gangs, recording music is a must, and a talent I do. Must be promoting my music. Righteously, affectionate, rights help, rolling out as a gangstar. Scary, bloody ordeal, blood dreaming all over the streets, concrete killings, being willingness. No love, just hurts and pains. Each other, blood for blood, eyes crying out, Lord. I hope it's justification for love. Home of blood to blood in the eyes of the gangstar devil, and eyes disguised to kill and wipe you away. If possible, gangstar, devil voodoo worshipers, worshiping the Lord. Help loving on God's laws, the best just help in the eyesight of love. Meaning help to love on the way by God's love on and efforts. to being blessed with gaining strong power of the control of voodoo worship, kill skills. In the devil's way, the power to wipe you and me or anyone out to destruction of the voodoo witch doctor, blood of danger, zine, gangstar, blood gains, voodoo beatings. Carries no love or just hurt, blood to blood, eye to eye, combat pleasure. Bitch, excuse me, danger zine or cocaine, error dope addicts gone wild, gangstar. Ass whooping, jail time beatings, no love, just set free one day. Hurting pains, gangstar affiliation, running the streets, help with love and life.
Thank you. Give a round of applause. Oh, come here and sit down for 1 second. Because I'm kind of curious. But how did you come up with the name and the title?
Well, when I was in the streets, I was doing a little gang mess myself, and I was around like vice lords, GDs, and that's lady that I know. I think she's a white girl or something. I was around her. I was around her, so when I see the gangs on the street, I kind of learned what they little things is about. So that's what made me write all this.
Oh, well, that is wonderful, and we thank you for that, because that's a message that a lot of us need to hear, because you took it to another level, because you said that nobody wins in that. And it's very important that you need to do that, especially to the young youth coming up. The children need to hear that poetry and different things. And when we have our youth program on Saturdays here, when the youth come and everything, would you be able to come back and visit us on a Saturday so that the children can hear that?
Yeah. It'll be okay to do something like this.
Well, we want to thank you for coming out today. Give her another round of applause.
Thank you very much.
Roosevelt came over to Prince of Peace Church and started Exodus. There were 2 different groups that happened to be there at that time, with Lonzo, Gregory, and Larry Till, and somebody else. And then to carry things a little bit further, Jamil came in as a rifle carrier, and he was twirling rifles. And then his group developed, and they became drummers, and now we happen to have Chaos, Gladiators, Genesis, and Exodus. So we're steady growing. There's 4 different groups that are developing and growing out here. And I just wanted you all to see who these gentlemen were. I wanted you all to know I respect them, I'm proud of them, because they stayed, first of all, they stayed out of jail. Let's get that, because that's something that happens in our neighborhood pretty regularly. And they have been successful in carrying on the drum and bugle corps. And not only that, you do choirs. You happen to be the musician to do choirs and other great things in our neighborhoods and community. And I just wanted you all to see who they were and what we're doing over here at Exodus. And thank you, gentlemen, and may God bless you. Woo, 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 woo. That's Black History. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I was in a meditation because Martin Luther King, his words were so powerful. I don't know if you can hear this in this background, what's being played at this time, but it's touched me. It touched my heart. And I did go into a spiritual meditation. Very important. Because when we're sitting back in the difficulties that we're going through at this time, our children are still being attacked and done evil to, because they are very important. We happen to have 2 chosen ones. You just heard the spoken word from one chosen. And we have another chosen one who's actually working the cameras that has the spirit of Michael Jackson in with him. And these young people are here, they're gifted, they're blessed, and we have to support them, bag them, because there are some real evil things that's coming after them because they don't want them to spread that love. I introduced a couple of guys from the Drum and Bugle Corps earlier, how they are keeping on with the spirit that was given to us from Mr. O'Quinn, from Major Adams, from Mr. Gordon, and from Reverend Upshire, how these guys helped us to develop and to build these different organizations to work with the children in the community, like Pied Pipers, with just having some drums and horns to sit back and to create some wonderful things for them to sit back and do in the neighborhood. And with that note, I happen to have a couple of guests here. I happen to have Adrian Johnson, who happen to have Women of Divine Perfection. And she's gonna tell why she's here and what she come to do. And then Sandra, who puts these shows together, invite all of these guests to come out and join us. And when you call in to Exodus number, they'll give all that information to Sandra so that she can get the guests lined up to come in. So which one of you ladies want to speak first? So Sandra, pick up that microphone right there and talk directly into that mic and tell some of the good news of what you're doing and how you're doing that for Exodus.
Okay, hello.
It's on.
It's on.
Just have to speak it.
You're funny.
No. Speak in the
Can you
mic.
hear me now? Speak up. Hi, my name is Sandra Brunson, and I'm here at the Exodus Center. I've been here a little over a year. We started out having Friday nights with bike night, and we moved over to Wednesdays, and we're trying to invite Black businesses and others to the center here every Wednesday from 12 to 1:30. And this young lady is coming out today. She's with us. She's going to participate in the fashion show that we're having Thursday, February the 23rd. It's going to start at around 3:30. The doors will open. It's only $10.
Donation?
$10 donation. And we have professional commentators coming and models, and she will be one of our models, and she's a designer also. We have another young lady here, Valerie, that designs also, but she's not going to appear today. She wasn't expecting to do that.
So, is there, will it be food or
There will be snacks,
snacks? Will it be?
and we'll do a raffle also for some gifts.
Okay. All right. Now, with this, is this a fundraiser for Exodus or is this
Yes,
personal?
it's a fundraiser for Exodus.
Oh, okay. So you all heard that date and that time. You all come out and join her and come and see what these sisters happen to have and happen to bring. Now, would you like to take that mic? Don't you keep your mic, and you take that mic, speak into that mic, and discuss what you have.
My name is Adrian Johnson, and
The mic is picking up.
my name is Adrian Johnson, and I'm with the
Button at the bottom. What's the button at the bottom?
Test.
My name is Adrian Johnson, and I'm with Miss Sandra, that I love so much, that I love with her sweetheart. And I'm here with her to design clothes. That's what I do from my heart. I design clothes. I do it with my hand. And I design clothes, and I love this lady, the woman of God. And I just appreciate her and everybody with her. Yes. And I'm just thankful. I'm just thankful and grateful to be here to design clothes and do my talent that God had me to do. So that's my first step, and I just thank God that He was head of my life. to do the things that I'm here to do. So I'm just thankful and grateful to say that the things that I can do with my hands.
So when you come, the designs and that the women will be wearing, these are all your own special designs, or will the models be doing their own thing, or how is it going to be done?
Oh, it's gonna be for you too, sir. I do it for guys too. I do it for children, little ones. I do it for all of us, women and males. So, and I just want to just say, yes, and I can model. Yes, so I'm gonna be one of their models. So, and I appreciate it, and it's just a gift from God, and just want to say thank you.
You know, there are different sizes. Do you make your clothes, are they all for slender? Do you make them for plus sizes or whatever?
Oh, I make size for all.
So when you have this show, will they be modeling in plus sizes also?
Oh, yes.
So is this male and female model?
Yes, ma'am.
How many children do you need for this event?
Oh, whatever you think.
So we can, what's the ages, so that we can kind of get.
So you can do the medium to what, 5-year-old? 5 years old, no. We can do 5 and up.
Speak it to the mic.
Oh, we can do 5 and up.
Yeah, that sounds good. So once again, they're going to be doing a fundraiser, so it's a donation that they're asking for. And Ms. Sandra, do you want to give a contact number, or do they have to call Exeter? No.
Yes, if you're interested, want to make a donation, you can call me at 773-719-3278.
Give that number once again. Don't put that back now, because I might have another question for you. Okay, we'll
773-719-3278. I want to make a couple of announcements.
Please do.
It's on the sheet. I was looking in the paper, and to those that apply to brother-in-laws is a realtor on Chicago Avenue, about 3600 West, and they're giving away to seniors 65 and older a free lunch from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock every Wednesday, from 1 to 3, and it's free for the month of February.
What's that address on there?
It's like 3500 West, 3435 West on Chicago Avenue. I have the number here. It's 773-277-8344.
That's one of my stuff up under there.
Once again, that's brother-in-law, brother-in-law. Okay, brother-in-law is real, ladies and gentlemen. So this is every Wednesday
For the month of February.
for Black History Month. They sound like they're gonna get some business down there, cause they're gonna be eating some real tips, and they got. Do they have turkey tips? And I think they have turkey tips for those of you that don't eat the pork. You can go down there.
I think they're doing chicken.
And they're doing chicken. So call the brother-in-law, and don't just wait and go down there when. Go down there and see them brothers over there, because they brother-in-laws, and they sitting back feeding the neighborhood and the community, because it happened to be Black History Month. So now, I think it's kind of going to be rough on Wednesdays from 1 to 3. And she gives that
Senior 65 and older.
senior 65 and older. I think I fit in that category. I got a couple of us out here, so we might, do they have a number? Do we need to give the number?
One more time.
The number one more time? That's why I told you keep that mic.
773-277-9344.
That's 773-277-8344.
All right, so you got the number, and so the seniors in the neighborhood, in the community, You can go down there, you know, it's gonna probably be a bunch of canes and walkers off up in there, you know, but you squeeze up in there and you get you some of this food. And then visit them on the weekends and whatever their daily menu happen to be. I think they set you up because they're gonna have you to come back for some of that good food. So I want to thank you, ladies. Is there anything
I have
else?
something else to say.
Well, please.
Oh, and we also, Stone Temple Church, Douglas Boulevard, Pastor Christine. She's a pastor there, and that's her faith. And I love her with all my heart. And she helps out with a lot of things. She's doing a lot of things in the community. And I just want to say, hey, Rishona, Pastor Rishona, and she does a lot for the community too. And I just want to say, hey, First Lady, we love you too. And we're not going to leave you out.
That's wonderful. Do you want to give that? Don't let Mike. Do you want to give that address over there to Stone Temple? And then you can tell what days she's doing those events. And
every Monday she give out food.
Yeah, we have a time.
Every Monday she give out food.
What time?
From 1 to 3. She's 1 to 3. Pastor Krishna, and she's have a love fridge. She's a wonderful lady. She do a lot of things for the community, and I love Pastor Krishna and Derek Fitzpatrick. They're my couple. They're a couple, and I love them.
And the address again?
The address is 3622, I think, West Douglas Boulevard.
Yes, this is a historical church. This is a church where Dr. Martin Luther King spoke.
Oh,
He was in
okay.
Chicago.
Yeah.
And she's just doing wonderful things over there. And everything is free. She doesn't charge for anything.
No, she doesn't.
Well, and that's a wonderful thing, that information and what the churches are doing. Come on down to the Exodus and explain and say what you're doing for the neighborhood, the community, and what you want to do. As you can see, there's a lot of things and a lot of information that we happen to have coming in. As a matter of fact, they seem like they're calling up the Exodus right now. But I'm going to give you this brother-in-law's barbecue. I don't know if they're going to be delivering to the 65 and over.
No.
But the address is 3820 West Chicago Avenue. Once again, 3820 West Chicago Avenue. And they got a little menu and everything, but they say you can order online, or I guess you could call that number that Sandra gave you. I don't see the number on here. But you make sure that you get down to Seniors Day on Wednesdays from 1 to 3. We're going to have to hurry up and get in because it's after 1 now, and I'm getting hungry. You know, we like the barbecue. You know, barbecues over, and we get chicken.
That's for the month of February.
For the month of February, all of us that happen to be over 65, and if you can, you know, just use the cane. Don't come up in there with all them walkers and all that kind of stuff. Send somebody else in there to get your food. All right? So I want to thank you ladies again. And we're going to come back in a moment. We're going to have some more guests. And I just really appreciate that, you know, because we got some hungry people over here. You know, I'm one of them. I'm sitting back right now. I can smell that barbecue and I almost taste it. So,
One
Sandra
more
has
important announcement. We have someone here that will be leaving us this week, and we're having some food here for her. Her name is Vicky.
Hey, Vicky.
We love her, we all love her, so we're giving her a little going away party after this also.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause on TV for Miss Vicky. Miss Vicky, come on up. You can take my seat, and you can tell what. You've been here. Come on. She's camera shy. I'm gonna turn the chair with you. So just take the mic and tell how you feel. Oh, look at her. She has really grown. Excuse me, you go ahead on and tell
Okay, what y'all
you
want to know?
Whatever you feel like saying.
Exodus for 2 years, I believe.
but I've been with the senior program for I think 5 years, and I came over here with Mr. Altman to help him out at his site, and it's been a pleasure. But I'm still be here every day, just like I still work here. So y'all will be seeing me.
We want to thank you once again, Vicky. And they had that rumor Mr. Altman fired you. I thought that, Mr. Altman, why you tell me that?
If he fired me, I know y'all would be right behind me.
Okay. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
Once again, give her a round of applause. Yeah, she always said she would come and do the show, but we had to turn the chair around back because she didn't want to be on the camera. So, what, do you have any closing? No more closing things? So we're going to focus on the next group that'll be coming up here speaking, chosen. Hi, we're back here at Exodus Live at the Still Black History Month. And then we're sitting back. We happen to have another guest here this afternoon. And would you take that mic, speak into that mic, and introduce yourself and what you have to offer to the neighborhood, the community, or the world. And go ahead.
Thank you. Let's see, my name is Andrew Kitchen. I was a guest here for George Owens. He's got me on the spot here. So a little bit here, I'm a producer for AKTV and Film Productions, which is a production company and facilities that do television shows, radio, and promotions. We help communities and so forth. Right now, what we're doing now is we go into training with upcoming models who want to be models and want to have a career model. And so we train them in the Fine Arts Building, and the facilities that we train in, they're 12-week programs, and they're free for those who really want to actually, our focus is to make sure they have drug-free, smoke-free, alcohol-free, before they can actually participate in the program. And if they are all those, then we provide them in the program for free, and we train them for free. We place them on television with reps of Macy's, Carson, and reps to Washington to see if they want to pick them up for future jobs in the industry. So we do that like every few months or whatnot, so 3 times a month. And basically, we take them from all over, Black, Caucasian, everything's diversified, some from other countries. So we try to make sure that we service communities with different areas where we can be the most help to them. Also, we do a television show, which I had one, George operates the camera for me sometime, production, Attack the Boogie, and the reruns are still on. You can watch the show every day, Monday through Friday at 7:30 p.m. on cable 25, and on Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. So, any models are interested in participating, our facility is downtown. Just give us a call, and we do an interview with you to call for the events and so forth. And look forward to seeing you there if those are interested. Thank you.
Yes, matter of fact, you gave out some wonderful information, but is there a number or an address that they can contact?
Oh, sure. They can contact us at 312-953-0628, 312-953-0628, or they can go to aktvfilms@gmail.com. And during that program, once again, they get into the other models, introduce themselves, they got photo shoots they can do, and everything to get them ready for the events.
And so they'll be doing all this at the studio or?
Yes.
Oh,
Training
okay.
facility.
The training facility.
Yes.
Is there an address to that
Yes,
facility?
they
Have to get in it? Okay.
Yeah, we gotta make sure that they're focused, that they're clean, drug-free, and so forth.
No. Are you taking high school kids or college?
18 and over.
18 and over.
Yes.
So do they have to have diplomas or they just have to be clean?
Clean, focused, want to do something in life.
Okay, so I believe we might be able to send you some nice representatives here from Exodus because we happen to have a few of those that's been working the campus right here and doing some things, and maybe you could carry them on a little bit further and to the industry and help them along. I'm sure we got some young men and young women that can come down to that class, and we're going to be looking forward to working with you all upon that. Now, I don't know where George came up talking about the idea that y'all going to have some neck bones or something.
No, we're not like the lady that stole the 1.5 million chicken wings and whatnot. What she do with them? Nope.
But we're so glad that you're here and giving out this information. This will be a big help for the neighborhood and the community because of the way things are going. So when they come there, is it just strictly for canned TV, or will they do it for YouTube?
National television.
National television. So they can get with some of these big network TVs and all of that kind of stuff and working cameras.
We're not working camp. They say this to get them out there if they want a career in entertainment, modeling, singing, everything. So that's what the show is for. And that's why we do all the promotions. We have access to probably 30 or 35 radio stations throughout the country and so forth. And if they're good enough, we train them locally and so forth. We place them on record labels, place them on radio stations, make sure their stuff is played. Once again, that is not a guarantee. They're not guaranteed because we don't know what they're going to do.
Right.
They have actually folks that guarantee themselves. Anybody that makes a guarantee that they're going to do this is actually lying, so they're flying because you don't know the person. They may not show up. Right. So the only person that guarantee anything is them.
Well, that's some wonderful information that you have pushed in and placed up on us. And like I said, we do have some young men and young women here, young ladies here at Exodus that will be interested because they are entertainers in their own ways and feel. They sing, they dance, and they have all kind of creative things. And so we will be networking with you upon that. We're going to get you connected with Mr. Altman so that he can get your information so that we can have the contact to do all of these things. So I want to thank you for coming out today. And don't be scared to come out and join us again. We're here every Wednesday at 12 o'clock, and you'll see more young people working behind the cameras and in front of the cameras, speaking spoken word, singing, dancing, and doing other things. I think somebody back there even play the spoons. So don't be shy. You know, you come on out with us. And I want to thank you once again. And God bless. All we need is you. So until the next guest come on, let's put it on pause and get King back on here.
My name is Jerome Altman. I am the director of the Exodus Drum and Bugle Corps. One of the greatest things that I found is that music is always an encouragement and uplifting, and it gives the kids a chance to do great things in the community.